Alright, Dennis here for a video. I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a while, and I thought what better way than to make a video about getting started. First of all, I realized that there really is never a perfect time to start something. You may have heard that many times in your life, but it was something that I relearned in my life just by doing something like this. First of all, initially when I wanted to make these videos, there was always something. Actually, I live near the train station and it's always noisy. Even along the way here, the weather's not so great. It's a little bit rainy and sometimes, and wind as well. But you know, the show must go on. The show must go on. So, also, when I get home late, it's the best time for me to do things, but there's people there. It's the best time for me to do things, but either I'm too tired or, I blame it on the train. It's too noisy. But here I am at the park. Interesting story that I listened to recently, and I've been watching Kurt Cobain interviews on YouTube recently due to the fact that I play Smells Like Teen Spirit in my band. And I was watching one interview where Kurt Cobain talks about not liking the set for that music video. And I thought, yeah, isn't it always like that? Like, artists, they don't like their own art, and they always have a problem with it, right? Being a perfectionist and all. And I thought that's kind of like what I was doing with these videos. It's like, oh, the timing is not right. And I am busy. There was always something. And I thought, isn't that the case? Like, there's always going to be something. But then I realized in the past, for example, when I started weightlifting, I just got started. I didn't know a lot about weightlifting. I mean, I knew some basic exercises. I just took what I had. I had some, what was it? Like $20 weights, or maybe not even that. Like 20-pound weights. Or it was like a 20-pound weight, I guess, if you add up all the weights. And that's what I used. I just, did the basic things. And then I learned as I went. Also reminds me of another story. Well, not my personal life. Like just recently, I was checking a Facebook group that I'm in. I'm in a social media marketing group. And one guy was saying, he said how busy he was. And he could never find the time to get started. And one person said, well, you can download these videos and you can watch them while you go to work. And he said, well, I take Uber and the bus sometimes. And I thought, well, okay, get some earbuds. Then he said, well, I don't have any space in my phone to put all these videos. And I thought, well, just get an SD card. Problem solved. And it's always easy to see how complicated things are from the other, or from your side, right? Or you think it's complicated, I guess. But then, from someone else's perspective, it's not, it doesn't seem as hard, right? And, another thing that I realized when it comes to getting started is that sometimes people think that you can just keep learning and not get started. And I thought, yeah, but that will never end. Like, we'll just keep learning. In a way, well, not in a way, I think it is. It's fear. Like, it's a way to, like a subtle way you mask your fear. It's like, yeah, I don't know enough. I just need to learn a few more things, and there will always be a few more things, leads to a few more things, leads to a few more things. So yeah, that's my first YouTube video for this channel. I hope what I said was helpful, and to not leave you off not leave you off like this, I think I'll leave you with an action step. So the action step is, what is something you want to do? Okay, so first of all, you gotta find something you want to do, right? Okay, then what is the smallest step? So then what is the smallest action step? Right? If the goal's too big and you don't break it down, you're not gonna do anything. And one story to illustrate that point would be this. Say, for example, you want to go to the gym. Wake up early and you want to go to the gym. But you didn't lay out your gym clothes. So that could be one little thing that stops you from going. Whereas the other way around, if you did that, if you laid out your gym clothes, it's just easy to take them and go, right? And then someone might say, like, well, just open up your closet and get a few clothes and go, right? And yeah, that's logical, right? But people aren't logical. It's the littlest things that destroy the whole plan that you have of the thing that you want to do. And it's another thing, is like people say, it's the how's it? What is it? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Yeah, and I don't know why that analogy is about an elephant, but that's what you say, right? Because elephants are big, and if you want to eat one, you have to do it one bite at a time. So one little piece at a time. And there's one other thing I meant to talk about, and I guess it's kind of related to this video, is that I was listening to a Gary Vaynerchuk video, and he was talking about, maybe not in these exact words, but quantity versus quality. And people say, of course, yeah, quality is important. You can't just put out a bunch of stuff. Quality is important. But then he also had a really good point about quantity. Because people are worried about, all these crappy videos. We need good stuff, right? And he said, why worry about it even? Like, there's more and more videos being made every day, and it's growing. Pictures even, social media. His example was, if the Beatles, if they put out one more album before they broke up, no one would have complained. Or, like any sort of famous person, like if they made more songs, if an artist painted more pictures, no one would have complained. Like if you liked that person, no one would have complained. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the video with that. Think about the action step. I hope this video is helpful. Take care.